Hi guys, James here from Axopar London Group down at our HQ in Poole today, and today I'm going to take you around an Axopar 28 Open. Running out of stock to sell now, so this is a 2020 new model boat with the twin 200 Mercury engines. She's just sat here behind me. I'll spin the camera around. Here she is. It's possible to retrofit a T-top onto this particular boat. It's something we're just investigating now. It's around 4 weeks to get the kit to do it, and it'll look something similar to the Shadow 500 that's sat behind her here. It's a bolt-on kit, so we need the boat for 48 hours. So it'd be possible to take delivery now, use the boat for a few weeks, and we'd have it back either in Poole or our Southampton base to retrofit that T-top and enclosure if it's more appropriate to what you want. But anyway, signature Axopar twin step narrow point of entry hull here. It's a high spec boat, this one. I say regular, most of these are fitted with a single 300, but this one's got the optional twin 200 Mercury 4-cylinder engines, gives a top speed getting on towards 50 knots, so she's a quick boat. And the redundancy, obviously with the second engine, if you're planning to go further afield. Still the same size 280 litre fuel tank. She's got 45 litre freshwater tank. Lots of extras, so we're Brabus line trim, as you can see. So we've got the black rails running down the side, black detailing on the cleats, badges on the sides here, so all very typical Axopar quality. Boat isn't currently anti-fouled. It's something we could do if you're going to live in, but obviously most of these ending up in dry stacks. See these beautiful pair of white painted Mercury engines on the back here, say match pair, running 19-inch props, so really great whole shot. She's got the optional active trim system from Mercury, so setting up the boat and running, not constantly needing fiddling on the throttles to get a nice angle of trim. And looking underneath here, we've got the underwater light package tucked under the back there, so there's 2 lights, trim tabs with a joystick. Let's head on up, take a look on board. So bathing ladders on the port side, and you'll notice immediately we've got the S-Tech pack running all the way around the decks, so it covers the standard here on the bathing platforms, and then the optional which runs around the decks here with the nice Coal King and Axopar logos embossed in the floors. Of course, standard lockers on the back with the option here of the cooling element here on the port side. This is where your flag base goes. We've got the optional pull out transom shower, say linked into that 45 litre freshwater tank. Starboard side aft here, handy storage locker to put fenders and warps and what have you. Fuel filler over here on starboard. She's the Daycruiser aft cabin layout, so we've got the optional double aft cabin here. There's cushions to go on top, and then there's the harbour covers, the red covers to go on top here to protect them when the boat's not in use. You can see the poppers here around the bottom. Noticing the copper here, so we've got the Fusion upgrade, so we've got the speakers here, subwoofer, amplifier, 4 speakers, 2 aft, 2 forward. We've got the LED deck lights down here running all the way around the deck, so nice little feature, things like carbon embossed badge here. And you notice here on the cleats, as I was talking earlier about the Brabus line trim, extra level of detail over and above a standard boat. Up forward, typical high quality finish throughout the whole boat, so we've got these nice seals on the doors and lockers. So you've got the mooring pack, 4 ropes, 4 fenders, fender covers. This is the fold out cushions here to sit in the center section once the boat's set up in the sun pad configuration. So if I just stand back and explain, there's a table that sits in this area, and then it drops down, and there's an infill cushion. We've got another backrest that sits here on the starboard side, and this then becomes an enclosed sun pad. So it's a great area when you're stationary or running at low speed. Sit there, say with the kids, you can keep an eye on them, what have you, from the helm. And then coming up forward, we've got the optional electric anchor winch in the forward locker, which has got a leaded line, LED navigation lights up forward here. Again, more storage, access through, so there's a bow thruster under the floor here. Again, factory upgrade. There's a waste tank for the toilet, so she's got the full freshwater flush toilet here. Big opening door on the forward access helm, so say electric Jabsco toilet here. Over on the right hand side of the compartment, we've got the main bank of switches, macerator control for the waste tank, and then over on the what's the starboard side of the boat, the port of the cabin, we've got the little sink unit there, a bit of storage underneath. I say it's compact, but everything you need. Staying out on the water, say shuts with a good solid flunk. This red canopy pack, so obviously you can enclose all the seating here if you don't wish to run with it down, depending what the weather's doing. Champagne coloured Silvertex upholstery in here, so a bit different to the greys and the storms that we often see. So it's very bright, something a little bit different. Obviously 4 seats across the back here, and then if we lift this up, it's full of cushions. You have to excuse the there isn't really a field to get a look inside the back cabin here, but I don't want the boat's not been cleaned today for the viewing, so I just going to leave the cushions be. But there's a big double bed in there, and then up in the sides, just put the camera in there, you can see you've got windows. There's a hatch at the back, so if you're using it for storage, you can drop paddle boards and what have you in through the back end of the sun pad there. Again, the S-Tech decking run through the floor here. Centre socket, we've got a teak table here, which is on the options list, fitted to this boat. And then if we drop these seats forward, you can see we've got the optional drinks cooler here, and then we've got the sink as well. These 2 seats spin round 180 degrees, so we've got then the ability to sit everybody round the table here. And then we stand down into the helm, and you'll notice we do stand down, there's a step there, so you're feeling really protected here behind the screen. I'll just hold the camera up and spin it round. You can see a real panoramic view. It's a great enclosed helm. You can imagine running this with the covers up, no problem at all. We've got a single Garmin colour GPS plotter here, Mercury's vessel view, multifunction, giving speed and fuel burn and what have you. And then coming across here, we've got, say, trim tabs with a joystick, bow thruster, Mercury's active trim system, and then the DTS throttle and shift. So these are one finger in and out of gear, makes manoeuvring very straightforward, especially with those twin engines. We've got our trims on the top here, single control here for engines together. Part of the Brabus trim pack, embossed Alcantara logos here. We've got little detail logos here on the co-pilot grab handle, so see a really nice attention to detail. And then you've got a Garmin DSC VHF, and then a separate head unit for the Fusion stereo. So it's a very high spec boat really. There's nothing apart from that T-top potentially for certain markets where it might be more appropriate, people using it in the sunshine, but generally it's very well spec'd. Saying other than PDI engines, which boat hasn't been in the water yet, so warranties will start from day of handover, and she could be on the water in a matter of days. So it's a great opportunity if you want to get out on the water this season, haven't got time to wait to build your own open spec boat, which now realistically we're looking into early part of August for a new build. I say she's a great advantage to beat the list. Say 2020 hull. As seen here, she's about £115,000 sterling ex-tax. So stick the 20% VAT on, and we're about £137,500 as you see her here. Includes a full handover, going through systems, and we can do a bit of tuition with you as a separate course if needed. If you haven't had a boat before and you want to get up to speed with an ICC or something like that, it's I say it's very easy, whether you're coming from bigger boats moving down, or perhaps got a boat overseas and want something here to put in the UK dry stacks to use through the summer. It's a great, easy to handle boat, one person or two together, but still loads of space to get the whole family on, safe with the kids, the dogs, water sports equipment. They are absolutely the brand of the moment, Axopar, and yeah, this is a great example of one ready to go. So my name's James, my mobile is +44 7747 686 587, or it's james.lumley, Lumley, at axoparlondongroup.com. Drop me an email or a phone call and we can talk through specs of this boat, or if you'd rather wait and do your own forward order, say we can build you a T-top cabin open or a 37 model for later this summer. Hope you've enjoyed the tour today. We look forward to hearing from you.